Hello and welcome to yet another exciting episode of Reply All. Today we're outdoors. You can see not the very usual episodes that we're having. Previously it was all fake green, which was turned into red. Today it's all pure green at the back with some very interesting people with me today, all the way from Poland and Austria. So today we have Jerzy Machinski.
Hello, hello.
Who plays a saxophone, a beautiful jazz artist. Yesterday, I enjoyed his concert at the Polish Embassy, and it was amazing. Great job.
Thank you, thank you.
And right next to Jerzy, we have Bartosh Shablovski.
Hello,
Hi, I'm here.
I'm here. It's green and the eagle are above us.
Yes, he's very excited about the Eagles. And I'm excited because he plays jazz drums. And again, he was with Jerzy yesterday. It was an amazing performance. And next up, we have Esad Halilovich, all the way from Austria. Hello.
Oh, hello.
This is your third time.
Yes.
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam.
You've learned enough, huh? So, all three of you have this connection. By the way, we have another artist who is a sound engineer for this entire jazz festival, which is happening on the 26th of November at PNCA Islamabad. And I would love you all to come over and join and enjoy the jazzy beats by these amazing musicians. But he will be joining us later. He tried his best to escape, but I won't let him. All the way from Austria and Poland, you guys came in here. First off, how's your experience in these two streets of Islamabad up until now? We'll start with Jerzy, huh?
Yeah, very amazing streets, very green. Weather is perfect.
Very noisy, huh?
No, actually, Islamabad, it's not that noisy. I know, it's a very nice city to live, I feel.
Okay.
Very, very cool.
You know, it's a joke about people of Islamabad that the entire city sleeps at 8. So there was this one time a super league of cricket happened, and Islamabad was a team. And Islamabad won the entire trophy. And the match ended at 11 p.m. And the entire country was making fun of Islamabadi people that they will get to know in the morning when they wake up. Because they sleep so early.
Good story.
That's why it's so quiet. So, so far, like when you were invited to Pakistan, what were your thoughts? Like, what were you thinking? Because I know there is a very different perspective given about Pakistan up until now. So many years passed by, but still I think there is a perspective about this country that it's not safe for the Europeans. So when you guys were invited, what were your thoughts?
Okay, so we were on the airport
Okay.
and there was this lady, with the checking baggage.
Okay.
Checking.
Yes, and she asked.
She was.
She checked where are we going, and there is like Islamabad, and she was like, "Are you sure?
Are you crazy?
Are you out of your mind?"
Oh, boy.
Something like
Really?
that. Yeah.
That was very judgmental of her,
I
huh?
didn't know, and we were like, yes.
And we were right. Absolutely, yes. We are sure that we're gonna go to Islamabad.
It's an adult decision, come on.
Yes, absolutely. So,
But then she was convinced, right? I hope she didn't stop you.
yes,
No.
she came with us. We lost her on the airport.
Shopping somewhere.
But did it like ring a bell that if she's saying so, like you thought that okay, something not so very good is gonna happen, or were you scared? Or you were
We
just like-
did the research.
Okay.
We just watched a 1 hour movie. That guy, some crazy guy is walking through the Lahore and trying some street food and that stuff, and we watched it like for 1 hour.
Okay, so you got convinced in 1 hour.
It was super funny looking and good energy
Okay.
and all that stuff.
Right.
Yes.
Right. Esad, this is your third time here.
Yes.
First time you came last year. You were here for two times. Once in May, it was super hot.
Yes.
The political situation was absurd. there were plenty of things that we could not do. By the way, there was a project we did together, so I'm referring to that one. And but the performances that you made with the local musicians, it was brilliant. We're going to talk about that as well. And the second time you came in when it was super cold.
Yes.
This
yes.
time it's like normal. But keeping the weather out of the context, what is your opinion about Pakistan now, and what was it before when you were coming to Pakistan? were they two opinions?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's in Europe we have only bad news about
Okay.
Pakistan.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know, terrorism and bullshit, and people in Europe have no idea about Pakistan.
Yeah.
And me too. I mean, in this time, I was afraid. Because people say to me, "Are you crazy?"
Yeah.
So like,
So it
I
means
have,
they're
I have
right.
a similar experience. My first time I go to Vienna airport and to check in on the, "Are you crazy? Islamabad?" Yes. And I was really afraid. I mean, I travel all around the world.
Okay.
And I thinking always, this is not like
Yeah.
people speak about Pakistan. It's cannot be. It's impossible.
Right.
And I coming to Pakistan on my first. I come to Face.
Yes.
Yes, and two guys. I think they are Sinti.
The
Father and son
Yes,
come to
Wahid
me
Allan
and
and
made
Sajid
so
Ali.
really
Yes.
lovely, so welcome
Yes.
hug. So, and in this moment,
You got convinced.
yes,
That you're
this,
safe.
This is my place.
Yes. And it's about the way it's presented. I mean, I know it's our fault as well in the media that our media hasn't done that very much favor in presenting a positive image of Pakistan. But do you think that when you will go back, you will be able to convince people about your good experience here?
Of course, yeah. Like first of all, of course, I don't want to compare like that, but I spent a lot of time in India and in south, north, and east, west,
Okay.
many cities, and I'm like now I'm super surprised how Pakistan is peaceful and like how great vibe is here, you
Yeah.
know, and so yes, I'll be. Maybe we'll make some travel
Yes.
tour management for our friends. Yeah,
Yes.
part of the business.
Yeah, also we would love to go somewhere.
Just to actually see what Pakistan
Yes,
looks like.
yes, exactly. So I wanted to say that we are going to Lahore
Yes.
in 2 days,
Okay.
and we are super excited about it because it's like more ancient kind of
Yes.
city and kind of.
It's full of life.
Yes.
Yeah.
And how many people lives there? Like 10 million?
I think so. Yeah.
It is amazing.
It's
It's
a
like
huge city. Yeah. So,
it's unimaginable.
so far, I think you haven't tried the food here yet, huh? Haven't been lucky.
We tried. Some
Did we? Okay.
veggies.
Yeah.
How
And
did it
I've-
go
yesterday
for you?
I've-
on this party.
Oh
Yes,
yeah,
yes,
that
yes.
that was local food.
That was local.
Yes.
Oh my god, this biryani.
Okay.
Oh my God.
I'm talking
But
about
I'm
it. It was
really,
good.
really
It was
excited
good.
about the mutton. The mutton.
Yes, it was
I
good.
heard it's great. I want to eat this today.
Yes, we are actually looking for the best Karachi mutton. Karai?
Karai. Okay.
Karai mutton, yes.
Yeah.
We are looking. So if you know any good,
It was
the best here, let us know.
yes.
We are waiting.
Write down in the comment to let them know which karahi do they order, especially in Islamabad. Because there is a joke about Islamabad food. I'll tell you, because it's the latest city of all the cities in Pakistan. The rest of the cities were there even before the partition. This was actually we call it a plastic city as well, for the fact that it was on purpose. It was made the capital of Pakistan. Previously, it was Karachi. So this whole entire thing that you see, it's all planned. It's structured. So food is always a debate here. Like there are tons of good restaurants, but people coming from other cities, they disapprove. So that's why I would like you all to comment down below to, suggest them the best kadai. I know most of them will be commenting butt kadai, which is good. And yeah, not the butt kadai. I'll have to explain them. This is where the funny part begins. So butt, B-U-T-T, is a caste here in Pakistan. Yeah. Yes. So a foreigner, whenever they come and they see butt kadai, they're like, oh, that's cringe. But no, that's not what it means. But most of them, I'm sure, are going to talk about trying food in Pindi, because Pindi is famous for good food. Esad, what is your favorite so far in Pakistani food?
Famous. I like all.
It was biryani, right?
Please?
Biryani, huh? You asked me about
yes,
it
of
last
course.
night.
But for me, it's, I like. I spend all the time in Nepal and Indian and.
So you're familiar?
Yeah.
with the food.
No, it's not, but similar. Yeah.
Okay.
And I like this kind from food. For me, it's
Uh-huh.
normal because I can eat spicy
Okay.
food is for me no problem.
Yeah.
But many people in Europe have problem with spicy,
Uh-huh.
and they cannot eat,
Right.
and they are really unlucky.
Exactly. If only you
because-
spend like more than a month here, your stomach gets okay with the environment, and then you start accepting it.
No, yes, I have no problem with.
Yeah. You will be staying here longer, so yeah, you can try more.
Yeah, yeah,
These guys have less time.
yeah.
Okay, so coming to jazz music, we'll talk about it. Of course, there are like a lot of questions coming to my mind. But since I respect music, so I'll start off with the respectful questions. That what made you think that you will become a saxophone player?
So basically, I was a pianist, but I was not good enough to be a pianist, like a classical pianist.
Uh-huh.
And they wanted, like in the school, they wanted me to play trombone,
Okay.
but I said the trombone is not that sexy as saxophone is.
Okay.
And I, get out of the school and I started to play saxophone because that was an instrument which I really liked.
Okay.
Like no one, like I choose by myself. Yeah, so I just like this. Yeah, so
Uh-huh. And how long have you been playing?
saxophone now, I know 13 years. Yeah,
Long time?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, your journey. I would like to know.
That's the question.
Okay, the food distracted him. Actually, his food is here, so he got
exactly,
distracted.
yes,
The question was, where does your journey begin as a jazz drummer?
Uh-huh. So firstly, I started to play the drums, and I was obviously a rock drummer.
Okay.
And then it was not enough, so I turned into more like sophisticated, let's say, genres, which is jazz, and that's the way it happened actually. But person who infected me with this is my father.
Okay.
He discovered some sort of talent that I have in this. Because I were like hitting objects since I was born, actually.
Okay.
Like, basically, it should be my bio. Like, he started hitting objects
When he was born.
when he was born, and that's it. And it's he's still doing it.
Right. Right.
Okay, so
But
that's
but jazz is like something. It's not easy to understand. So
Uh-huh.
I mean, especially here in Pakistan, how is the audience there in Europe? I know there is a huge audience, but is it still like something exclusive that you
Oh,
do?
I think very lot of people in Europe are just faking that
Okay.
they are understand this. This is
They do here as
you
well.
have
Trust
to
me.
you have to learn that.
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah.
They
So-
Google what dress they should wear on a jazz
Yeah.
concert,
Oh,
and then
nice.
probably they're coming with
So
those,
what is
headphones.
what is the answer? What to wear on jazz concert?
Like there is something. You were telling me that there was a dress code for the concert that you're playing at on the 13th or 15th of January. There's a fancy dress code that you were explaining.
In Vienna,
Yeah.
yeah, it's like ball is things.
Party? No.
But like
Bal.
no taki mały.
Yeah, you know, so like smoking.
Okay.
And
Tak. No.
Yeah, you have to have a
Czyli
cigar
party.
in your hand.
Yeah.
You have to
Yeah,
look like
no-
like a wannabe jazz fan. Wear a fur around your neck if you're a lady, and have a cigar in your hand.
Yes, but in Europe it's not possible to smoke.
Okay,
It's
right. But then you have to fake it, like you said.
Yeah.
Right. But Esad, you have been into this field like since long. How is your experience with the audience? Like, do you enjoy? Because what I know is that audience are the one who give power to musicians.
yes, it's really
So how do you feel when you're playing and the energy coming from the audience?
in Pakistan or
Yeah. Like your experience in Pakistan.
my experience in Pakistan is really amazing because I'm jazz musician and audience for jazz music is not huge.
Okay.
You have so maximal 500 people or something in audience.
Okay.
But my first performance was in Lahore, was like, I don't know, 5,000 people or 10,000. It's so amazing. And I think music is a universal language, and also every can understand this. I mean, I made also tour in China and play some stuff from Balkan, and they dance with this
Okay.
melody. Or I play in Cuba, in Havana,
Okay.
and they are really they have no contact with another part from world, and they heard first times this kind from music, and they dance salsa with this.
Okay.
Was
Salsa
really-
on jazz, huh? That was a
Yes.
mixed salad.
I think music, especially jazz music, is really open music, and everybody can understand this
Yeah.
this music. Only he needs to wish
Okay.
to understand.
Right,
Yeah.
right. And I really loved the way you incorporated your jazz music to Pakistani local music. It's not that very easy to understand the Pakistani music. I don't know if you have heard some of the Pakistani instruments, which are pretty ancient.
We saw this documentary.
Indus Blues?
Yes. And and all these traditions in music here is really, really well. Sorry, I forgot the word.
They're like amazing, and basically there is all this problem how to promote, even in Europe, how to promote jazz music. So I can relate to this classical music here. It's
Yes.
also kind of
It's a
like a
challenge.
niche, yes. It's not a commercialized music. So the question is how to promote, how to help this, this, how to make like, So basically, I feel that our mission is also here to promote niche music,
Yeah.
That also we wanted to collaborate and take give the support to the music itself
Yes.
here. Yeah.
And this is organic music, to be honest. This is something which, I mean, it's the commercial music is overpowering. It's taken over, but the organic music is still there, and jazz is one of it. So I think that there should be done enough to preserve and promote this very.
But also in this documentary was like the music basically is forbidden. If I understood
Yes,
it good,
there is a
It's
school of
absurd.
thought. It's not. We're not going to say that it's part of the religion. It's a school of thought that says so,
okay.
and that prevailed in most of the parts of Muslim countries where it is widely believed.
Okay.
So that was the huge challenge for musicians to overcome. But now, slowly and gradually, people are learning that no, that is not the case. Yeah. But in some countries, like in Afghanistan, it's still the same.
It's like unimaginable for me.
Yes, because
how can music be forbidden? It's like
Absolutely. It's a universal
shocking.
language.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Well, Esad will tell you how the musicians that you worked with, they could not speak in English. You
Yes.
could not talk in Urdu, but what they made together was brilliant. Like, how
Yes.
did you communicate with them on drums and,
Yeah, it is like music is universal
Yeah.
language, and musicians understand each other with playing. It's like
Yes.
communication,
Yeah.
and I don't know. I don't need to speak
With words, yeah?
with words,
Yeah.
with musician, and it was no problem for me to understand these people,
Yes.
Pakistani musician, and I think they understand also me because without words, it's
Yes.
because
I remember because I was making those BTS videos and how you would, play the drums and they would, immediately they would understand and they would
Yes.
answer with their instruments. It was
Yes.
brilliant. It was really brilliant. And we'll show the clips on our show as well. That how did they make that song, and it went awesome. And then you played it live on stage twice in a row. Like once it was in Islamabad, the next day
in
we're
Lahore.
super tired, but we went to Lahore and then he performed over there with the musicians. It was amazing. It was amazing.
Yeah, for me was also really some special
Yeah.
because I have no too much idea about classic
Yes.
Pakistan music, and I learned about this because I'm here
Yes.
to learn about Pakistan classic music. Yeah.
Right. So, Jersey, did it ever happen or did it ever occur to you that you told somebody that you're a jazz musician and they asked you that, what is it?
A lot of people don't understand what is jazz music. Even in Europe, they're still thinking that it's just the music for the lift. Jazz have a lot of spectrum
Yeah.
to collaborate with different styles, and it's like the art form, basically, for some people. Yeah, so I know. I know. Like everywhere, like it's a lot of ignorance.
Yes.
Yeah, in the world. So yeah.
But from you, I would like to know that life as a jazz artist, how would you explain it? I mean,
Like
do you wear a
jazz
cape at
musician.
night?
But come on, guys, I'm in Pakistan. Okay, so
This is the best.
That's the best part about it.
yes.
Right.
And it's also really surprising sometimes. It's like you can't know what's gonna happen like 2 weeks ahead. It's like, it's fun. It's fun.
Right.
Maybe after 40, it won't be so much fun.
Okay.
But
We were on a short break. Welcome back once again. And this time we have our next guest that I was referring to in the beginning of my show. His name is Andje Kianovski, all the way from Poland. Andy, you're more Pakistani than any of us, yeah? Because you've been coming to Pakistan since long and now you know us really well. Tell us about your experience so far in Pakistan. And before that, I would love to know that when was your first visit?
I don't remember.
Okay. You came here so often that you forgot what was the first time.
Yeah, I even lost the count.
Okay.
After fifth time,
Oh, okay.
I lost the count. So it's
Alright.
8, 9, 10 times. I don't know.
Okay.
I really don't know, and I cannot check it because I changed
It's
my
more than a
passport,
decade
so
you've been coming here, right?
I think it's like 10 years.
Okay.
Something like that.
Right, right. And it's for the work purpose always, like you're coming here for festivals and musical journey and all.
Of course, it's work,
Okay.
but work is my life. So,
Yeah.
so I'm simply spending my life here.
Right, right. And you're a sound and audio producer, and you have worked in tons of festivals, tons of musical concerts and stuff like that. Again, the comparison will be stupid if I say that. Okay, how would you rate your experience here in Pakistan in comparison with Europe? Of course, the facilities over there, they're beyond imagination. But working here in Pakistan in lesser facilities, how was your experience?
I'm talking about work,
Yes.
like the job.
Yes. Managing sound.
Well, it's always an interesting experience when I travel around world to see different approaches to how people work, how they do their job, how they
Yes.
think about technical things and then artistic things, about the overall sound.
Uh-huh.
It is. It seems to be like that we should do our job the same way in every country because it's some electricity going through some cables and,
Yeah.
and speakers and so on. But I found that it isn't. The reality is different.
Yes.
So there's different approaches in maybe not every country, but in every region, because of different ways that people learn how to do that, and then what the audience expects,
Yeah.
and what the artist expect. So it is very interesting for me to learn new things,
Okay.
but also to show what I have already learned somewhere
Okay.
else.
It's an exchange of skills, right?
Yeah, yeah. So I cannot rate. I cannot say this is better, this is worse. I can say that this approaches, this technical and the artistic approaches,
Yes.
are really different in regions. So when I first came here, I was like,
Okay. Surprise.
yes.
Right.
But then I found my ways to fit in local ways, but also maybe show something interesting
Okay.
to the technical guys, to the sound engineers.
Okay.
Mm,
Was it a challenge at some point? Because I know, I'm also from the music field. I'm not going to say I'm a professional, but I know that it's a challenge to work with the sound people here in Pakistan. It's not always that up to the mark. So, you being that professional, how did you manage those challenges?
well, it wasn't that difficult.
Okay.
Because I always meet people who are like very deep into it, like very interested in their job,
Okay.
like very open for new ways, for new information, for finding new ideas.
Yes.
So although my way of working was at the very beginning was very different, but I hope I found ways to incorporate my ideas into the way that it works here. So if you want me to say that it was difficult, that it was no.
You're not
It
going to
was-
rant about it. Okay. I failed. I wanted to make him rant about something. Give me some content. You did not. This show is over. Goodbye, everybody. Okay. Well, so this tells me one thing, that you're so professional that you managed. So professionally.
Okay.
Yeah. This is my opinion. This is
Okay.
my opinion. Yeah, because otherwise, it's not easy.
I'm
It's
not
not
here
easy.
to argue.
Yeah. So you worked with Esad last year in Heritage Live, and then second time in the music festival. How was your experience with the traditional musicians? Because those instruments are pretty much like very different than the usual ones. So how was the sound management with those instruments and the people who were playing them?
Now I could start interviewing
Yes.
you because you said something interesting. You said traditional instruments are different than, and you used the word normal instruments.
Like the non-traditional.
The non-traditional instruments are normal instruments.
Okay.
They are the real ones. They are the mother and father
Yes.
of everything else. So, well, from technical point of view, it's not that difficult
Okay.
because all the instruments do is creating sound. So all you have to do is catching the sound in a proper way
Okay. Right.
and not ruin it.
Okay.
There's nothing to fix. There's nothing to fight with.
Okay. It's like on auto. It's happening like,
Instruments-
naturally.
Yeah, instruments are like, well, they're the sources of sound. So
Yes.
they are very, very open. They are very happy to give you the sound.
They don't need filter.
Yes.
Exactly. Yeah.
They're real. Yeah.
Exactly. So all you have to do is to listen. Well, when you simply sit there, you listen with your ears, and I listen with microphone. Hello. So when you know what you are doing, it's not difficult. It's it is difficult. Maybe it is difficult for the musicians to learn new ways of
Yeah.
touching the body of the instrument, using the bow in a different way, and so on. But when they do that, they produce sounds. So, it's very interesting for me to hear the differences between the instruments, European, Asian, African instruments. But catch the sound is the same job everywhere.
Okay.
Mixing them with the sound of European instruments or electronic instruments is a different thing.
Okay.
But catching the sound is easy.
Okay. Great.
For you. You're a professional.
Like the boss. Right. So, Andy, coming to the cultural part, you are a vegetarian, and that's so very healthy. People should go vegetarian. I tried it, and I found it really healthy and clean. But in Pakistan, I found out that it's not easy. We're made of meat. It's everywhere. So, like there was this one time I asked one of my friends that I've started a vegetarian, and she said, "Just take out the meat from the rice, and it's meatless." That's their definition of vegetarian. So, how did you find being a vegetarian in Pakistan? Like, is it easy, or do you find it challenging?
Well, it's not that easy, but doable. I mean,
Okay.
I'm still alive.
Okay.
So I
Eating
eat
leaves. Huh?
something.
Okay.
So I find something to eat. And, well, it's still the same kitchen. It's still the same way of like creating food.
Yes.
Either you add meat or not.
Okay.
So I still don't eat like European meal here. I eat local meal. I eat local dishes.
Like naan
So-
and
sorry.
lentils and naan bread and all.
Absolutely,
Yes.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I just have to like read all the list.
Okay.
And yes.
Okay.
Plus, I have to be very careful because when I say something without meat, they give me meat, and I say I don't eat meat, and they say it's not meat.
Okay.
It is meat. No, it's chicken.
Yes. Yeah, we use the word gosht for meat, and when we say gosht, we mean mutton or beef.
Okay.
And for chicken, it's chicken. So
Okay.
chicken is not considered as meat, even fish.
Okay. Okay.
But it is
that,
meat.
I learned that, and now I say I don't eat meat
And chicken.
and chicken.
But fish is okay with vegetarians, no?
Well, there's like different ways, different approaches. So
Okay.
I do eat fish.
Okay.
Actually, but some people do not eat fish.
Yes. They're like strict vegetarians.
Yes. Yes. You can be vegetarian. You can be vegan.
Uh-huh.
Means you don't eat anything that comes from animals. You don't eat eggs or cheese and stuff like that.
Okay.
But I'm easy. I just don't eat meat and chicken.
Okay. Be specific, right? Right, right. And so far with the people in general, like let's talk about the non-music world. Okay, so you meet a lot of people here, you meet a lot of people in the other parts of the world. So far, your experience with Pakistani people, how's it going? And do you speak about it when you go back to Poland and you tell that, Pakistanis are not the way they're shown on the media? Do you get to do that?
You don't want to see how I do that when I'm back in Poland because
Okay.
we shout and
Okay.
make a lot of noise. And, wow,
You're
it's
beating
so
the drums.
beautiful, It's so fantastic.
Right. So it's all out of excitement, huh?
Because yeah. Well, of course, I didn't know what to expect when
Okay.
I was here for the very first time. So what I learned made me like walk 10 centimeters over the ground
Okay.
because it was like
You were being careful.
overwhelming experience. The way that you guys treat other people, strangers,
Yes.
new people, is
That is strange, huh?
is fantastic.
Yes.
It's fantastic. I felt like I'm a person from heaven. Like everybody see me as the best like thing in the world. And then I realized that maybe it is like this, maybe not, but I should feel like that and do my best not to lose anything from that beauty that you see.
Right. Yes. Like don't get carried away with it.
Yeah. It really is very different from how we start with new people in Europe, especially in Northern Europe, because we are rather like cold. We are like
Reserved, yeah.
reserved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like hi, but from afar.
Exactly. And this openness, this
Yes.
the way that you guys are interested in other people, like,
Yes.
is really something that that amazes me.
Yeah, yeah. And most of the times it's because in Pakistan, tourists do come from other countries, but mainly they do not get to interact with the common people here. There are some tourist destinations. They come at the airport and then they directly take a flight and they go to their destinations. So the interaction between the common people here in the cities and the tourists is not that very common. So when they get to do that, then it is like that they want to make them feel like home and
Yeah.
out of courtesy and all. So yeah, that is also the reason. But this is also it's not that we do it with the foreigners; it's with the locals as well. Yes. So it's a tradition. For instance, we just moved into this house, and the neighbors will the first day of food will be on the neighbors. We don't know them. They will just knock at the door, and they'll be like, "You just set up the house, and we'll cook for you." So it's also a tradition for the locals as well. After all, we're not that bad people. Yeah, our food can sometimes upset your stomach, but that doesn't mean that we're bad people. But it was amazing having you guys over, and I'm really excited for the festival. And I'll ask Esad if he's in the mood to play something right now, or
Something?
maybe we'll wait for the festival. What do you say?
I can
No
play
pressure.
something,
No pressure.
but I need one instrument,
Just one, the small one. Okay.
small one.
Okay, I'll get it. And
The name from small one is
the small one is huge. We'll figure that out.
okay.
But yeah, at the end, you will get to see some beats from Esad. This was Esad and Andy. Andy's from Poland. Esad's from Austria. And two of our guests, they have just left because they were too sleepy, so they went away. I'll see you around next time with some new guests. I hope you guys enjoyed. Do let us know in the comment section below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. We'll see you next time. Until then, take care. Bye-bye.